Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gigi Kowalski, and that is Gigi Kalibius, and this
Hello.
is another wonderful episode of NerdCast LOL.
Gangplank. Yeah. I'm a butt pirate.
It's Gangplank,
Oh, they
not
do.
Gangbank, sir. It's not a euphemism. Anyway, okay. How do you pronounce?
What
How
is?
do you pronounce that name? Suwani?
Sure, why not?
Hey,
So,
it's got to be the Mexican Suwani. It's Mexican spelling, Suwani. Now I don't know who's in this match. Whatever, we're just going to guess. We know Victor's in here because he's a D-bag. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm sorry. We've got our favorite LOL player, Coco Wee, here to help us out. He's going to be playing... Yeah, no, not so much. He's more of a bottom. We've got a Victor who... that could end very well. We got a Xin Zhao. We've got a Pantheon and a Lux, I believe. And then on the opposing team, we've got a Talric, Katrina, Misfortune, Gangplank, and Suwani. It's funny that 3 of those 5 champions are like starter
I like it that Zin is
starter
calling
champions.
on the Victor.
Yeah,
I like that.
like he already doesn't know where he's going. Like, this is great. We just started and he doesn't know how to move his character. Uh-oh. Zin's going to get ganked right here. Pantheon doesn't show up in time. That is not good. Yeah. So, anyway, this should be a very, very, very sad game. I'm going to be sad. This is going to end in sadness, I'm sure. But yeah, Talric, we got Talric, Katrina. A lot of starter champions, almost. And granted, it's not that they're not necessarily good, but...
No, the skilled player, they're pretty interesting to play against. There's a lot of good interrupts with those characters as well.
Well, yeah, especially Talric is very annoying with that stun, and as well as he heals. But one of the problems with, and the reason that a lot of more serious LOL ranked teams, as well as a lot of just players that play solo ranked and stuff like that, tend to not play the starter champions, is because everybody knows all of their abilities so well. Like, everybody in that realm knows exactly how far away from Talric you need to be for him to not be able to hit you with the stun. Like, they've played with them so many times as, beginner
say
bots.
that, but I'll still
as
knock your
intermediate
ass
bots.
up airborne with my Cho'Gath.
I'm going to be very, very excited to see you play solo ranked.
Knock your ass in the
matches.
air with my Cho'Gath.
That should be interesting. But that's the main reason, right? Like, you may be in a match and there's so many champions in League of Legends that there's a very good chance that you'll be able to surprise somebody.
Yeah.
And not completely. Like, obviously, anyone who's playing ranked probably has a pretty good idea of what everybody does, but he doesn't have it memorized to a T, because nobody really can memorize every single champion's, range, cooldown. But I guarantee you most of those people know exactly what Talric's cooldowns are.
Right. Well, an educated
just more of a
guess
practice
makes a
thing.
lot of a difference sometimes in a narrow escape versus a death.
That's very true. And just understanding stuff like that, like especially like cooldowns, to just know, like, what the champions that you see and that you play the most are the ones you're going to know the most. And everybody who you got to remember, ranked guys are the same as you and me. They start out as nobodies who play the game. And you play the game with the starter characters and you buy more as time goes on. So everybody that plays LOL has played all of these base characters a lot, gotten used to them, understood them, and if they're really good, they've memorized them just, very in-depth. So you're never going to surprise them. They're always going to know what's coming. So that's one of and there's obviously other reasons, balance issues, the way the Lollapalooza, the way LOL champions work is they are ranked in their strengths in 4 categories: offensive, attack damage, defensive, ability, power, and skill level, like how difficult the champion is to play. And generally the way it works is the more difficult the champion is to play, the more potent they are. So the beginner champions are obviously very easy to play, which tends to mean that they're simply not as powerful as some of the other champions. It's just the way the scaling works with League of Legends. There's always a skill versus reward that goes along with it, and I think that's important for a ranked system to have, in spite of the fact that it sometimes creates balance issues. Like, there are certain characters that you will just not see in ranked play very often, if at all. Ashe is a great example. It doesn't mean that if you're an average guy, you can't go into random queues and just pwn people as Ashe. The problem is that there's a lot of problems, and I don't know any of them, so I'm going to move on.
Fair enough.
We've got Kog'Maw and Lux down here in bot, which against a Misfortune and a Talric. This is an interesting combo because you've got two ranged versus a melee and a ranged.
Seems that to me that's why everybody's playing as conservatively as they are too. It's really going to be kind of an interesting battle until they get their ultis and can start working through them in concert. So they're just kind of tit for tat with those minions right now.
That's very true.
Everybody's keeping pretty even in that leveling pace.
Blue should be attempting to keep Talric back as much as possible. It's going to be extremely hard for him to feed if blue team stays up on the line. Simply because he's not going to sit and tolerate harassment, probably wisely.
Kog'Maw sending his partner out of the lane for mana, not
listening. She doesn't seem to be paying attention, and by she I obviously mean he, because the character is the only thing that's a girl. Right? Is that an
I think that's
statement?
usually the way it just works.
I believe that is, in fact, the case. I find it interesting, as a side note, I find it interesting that females are considered more open-minded and creative and imaginative than male minds are, but males are the ones that love to live in, play games and do imaginary things.
I'm wondering where you got that statistic on female minds.
I'm just saying as a generalization. There's no statistic involved.
But I think it was an opinionated generalization, not to disparage an entire sex on my part, because it seems like Mr. GG was saying something nice. There's a lot of chicks play World of Warcraft, man. Just saying.
Not statistically.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh, yeah. Look it up.
I don't want to. I'm just telling you.
Did you know that 63% of all statistics are made up on the spot?
Oh, I got a little harassment by Kog'Maw going on here, but and an ignite from Misfortune, but she does not manage to get the kill, which is good. Lux is now back in the lane with some actual mana, so she can be useful. She's going to get attempt to get a snare. She's not going to. Continuing to farm. Talric is currently MIA. Actually, he's in top for some reason. And there's Misfortune's ulti, and she gets the kill on Kog'Maw. What a nice ulti by Misfortune there. Just catching the edge, just barely.
I believe it took us all by surprise.
Thank you, reiterating guy. Touche, sir. What do you mean? You don't think women are more creative and artsy? You asshole. No, I'm pissed off now.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you implied that that's what you believe, when in fact I know
I was trying to
not
get
what
to
you
that
believe.
statistics joke. I've been waiting to use that.
Okay, never mind then.
I created a
pass.
Conversation.
Yes, whatever. Oh, Victor gets raffle stomped by
And clearly, if you've ever watched
Swanna
Mad Men, you would know
and
that all the
Katrina.
creative female minds were run by their male counterparts. So, I'm just saying.
I would use the term manipulated.
Sure. Manipulated. That works.
I'm just saying, I find it weird that guys are the ones that play video games by a huge margin. It's not like 60-40. it's like 90-10.
Right, but
You
could it be said then that maybe in this generalization of yours that the female mind is much more originally creative, whereas the male prefers that fantasy world that is already created that they can partake in? You don't have to create your own story to any of these characters. You just join and enjoy them. Where maybe that female mind is easily taken of creating its own worlds.
I would agree
and
with
just
that
enjoying
statement.
itself. I don't know. Just making conversation.
I just always thought it was odd. That's all I'm saying. Is that
Fair
what-
enough. If I had my own boobs to stare at all day, I wouldn't play video games.
Touche. I have to...
Onk, onk.
Oh, she's going to get... almost gets another kill with the ulti.
And don't
She's
just...
going to chase, though, so Cog's got a nice chance at a kill right
nice
here.
seal and a good lock
Oh,
there.
nice kill,
work
sir.
up by that Kog'Maw,
Nice kill.
who is apparently festively dressed
So, apparently,
as
Victor
a fire
is
slug.
A fire slug?
Sure,
I do like that skin. It's very,
festive.
stole my word.
Looks like that thing that went
Patriotic.
in Chekhov's
If you're
ear
Chinese.
in The Wrath of Khan.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Somebody break out the VCR. I guess we're watching The Wrath of Khan later.
Oh, God, please not. Oh, he's going to take a turret shot. This is not good.
But he says, worth it.
He's not even getting chased, but he's laying slime down. Not quite sure why.
Take off that minion pressure, bro. Last
Oh,
thing
you
you
were
want on your
serious.
record is
Oh.
to be embarrassed by getting killed by a minion.
Well,
I mean,
then,
it sucks. You get away from everybody else, and you're doing all sweet, and then you just get stomped by this little dude riding a cannon. You think that cannon's powered by a combustion engine?
I believe so. Well, no. Chinese gunpowder. Obviously.
Fair.
Which can't be made into an engine.
It's interesting.
According to Mythbusters, anyway. And they obviously are the paragon of all truth in the world. So,
Truth and mustaches.
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. And then we see Misfortune shows back up again for a little harassment. Lux not doing too great in this game, and then Victor gets killed again in mid. I'm not quite sure if he's trolling only in chat or if he's trolling in his gameplay as well. But he's performing not particularly well. We'll have to take a look at the stats, but I know he's died twice already.
Well, and this is one reason that you always wait till mid-game to start mouthing off in chat. Because even if you're good and you know you're good and you have a piss-poor start to a game, you really look like a jackass.
That is very true. And jackass he doth look like.
Get a couple of kills under your belt, and then if you happen to die, people are like, oh, man, he just had a really bad break that time.
It's very true. And there they get the kill, but Kog'Maw is going to get a kill from Suwana. And there's Katrina pushing Lux. She may indeed get the kill. Nope. Oh, there it is. Right there. Clutch kill by Katrina there. Katrina is very, very dangerous.
So, Blue Team, if you're listening, push bot hard right now. There's nobody there.
I don't believe they're on team chat with us.
They're not listening?
No. As we can see, Victor's farming relatively well at 49. He is, however, at 1 and 3, which is not good. Lux is also not farming very well at all, which bugs me because she's rather powerful, but she is constantly getting ganked and is very squishy as well.
I'm going to put the juice box down for a little while. It's a pretty potent one.
That is very true. Very true. We are currently sitting at 17 kills for blue and 18 kills for purple. We got some harassment going on top up there.
You need glasses, bro?
Huh? What you talking about?
It's 8 and 9 now.
It's 9 and 9 now.
Yeah,
Lux just got a kill.
but you just said that it was 17 and 18
No, I didn't.
a minute.
No, I don't know where you were for that. Roll the tape back. That didn't happen.
Both of us heard you.
Well, I'm gonna check the footage later.
Millions of people.
Yep, YouTube. If I fuck this up, I'm sorry, but it was worth it.
Hey, Pantheon
For
said fuck
Jesus.
too.
That's true. We shouldn't say that word. That's bad. That's a bad word, kids.
Is Jesus
say
a
that.
bad word?
Yes.
You said that too.
Yes, that's also a bad word.
We're just equally
well, according to the
discriminate.
Jews and the Muslims.
We'll just equally discriminate
like
against all words. Anything that is a
half the world.
buzzword, we will not be using.
Is buzzword a buzzword?
Could be. Do you find buzzword to maybe be provocative? Do you have bad memories of a buzz-style haircut? Not looking at your current situation, I say.
Touche, sir. Yeah, I think buzzword is a bit of a buzzword, and we should avoid it.
You think that it's the
See what I did
double
there?
Z?
You
You
see,
think
see
that
what I
it's
did there?
the double Z sound in buzz that makes it provocative?
I think what would be funny is if somebody
Yeah, like a dragon.
released a press release from the president saying that the word buzzword was officially a like unaccepted slang word, and no like
Oh,
news
little bit of
organizations
a,
were allowed
trip
to say
coming
it.
into bottom there.
How would you say that buzzword was no longer an acceptable buzzword if it was a buzzword?
Well, they would point to the teleprompter and say, this word displayed on the screen is one that is no longer to be used.
I'm just saying it would be funny.
because it is a one of itself.
Because what other term can you use to substitute for that word?
You could make the sound. It's
word?
a bzz word.
Well, that's where the word comes from, so it's kind of
Oh, no.
in the spirit of
It's
the...
a Kevin's older brother from Home Alone word.
I don't get the
Because
reference.
his name was Buzz.
Ah, there you go.
See what
I see what
now,
you did there.
now we got it.
Got a lot of...
What else we got is a big congregation down in that bottom lane
That's
coming
also
right
a
out of the
buzzword. You can't
jungle.
say that.
Congregation?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Nope, it's religious.
But everybody can congregate.
Nope.
A congregation does not have to be religious.
Society doesn't care what the fact is.
You
It's a
don't care
buzzword.
what the facts
No,
are.
that's also true.
You can't handle the
No,
truth.
Uh-oh, Kat's gonna lay into, and there she just
That
gets-
was Alti
Wow.
City. Everybody just kind of blew up everything they had. It was very Cold War-esque. Russians
We're gonna
and,
get kicked
and
off
the U.S.
YouTube
all
for
like
this.
at each other's throats, imminent destruction. You know,
You mean mutually assured destruction?
no,
would be
imminent
what you-
destruction. It's going to happen.
Oh, is this World War III talk?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Conspiracy Radio,
You heard it here. Back in the
our
USSR.
special guest Jesse Ventura is going to talk about the latest conspiracy theory that he believes for some random reason.
Hey, everybody, it's great to be here.
That's the worst Jesse Ventura impression I've ever heard.
I was just going for generic wrestler.
Oh, well, that works too. All right, maybe we.
Because I can't think of a more generic wrestler than Jesse Ventura.
Listen, McMahon, you do not know what I am doing right now. No, we don't, Jesse. We don't understand. Go
Yeah, we do.
away.
He's-
There was too much Reagan in there.
He's putting a lot of beads in
Touche,
his
sir.
braided beard hair.
Is he? Oh, see, I don't
he
care.
beads his braided beard. He say that really fast.
He
So
beads
he braids
his-
he beads his braided beard. He beads his braided beard.
That's a.
He breeds his braided beard.
Mm-hmm.
He breeds his baited beard. I can't get it right.
He birds his baited bird. I can't even say it. I'm gonna give up. But yeah, Jesse Ventura, if you watch this, please stop making TV shows and movies, and please stop talking, and just please go away. Yeah, I will buy you
And
a house
also,
in Mexico.
please sign my WrestleMania
Nope,
poster.
nope. No, so we cannot overlook the present to enjoy the past, whatever your wrestling history may be.
That's not true. I could totally overlook it. Starstruck, bitch.
Didn't say you couldn't. I said we shouldn't.
You said we couldn't.
Well, I can't. So I assume that you also were human.
I am.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
I know. One day they'll get the surgery down.
We should probably pay attention to this game, huh?
Yeah, there's not much going on.
No, Cog's not doing nothing. He's just dying.
He's actually
1 in
going
3.
in circles. Like, literally.
Well, this, actually, this is a really good... Kids, this is how the professionals play. They spam their right mouse button until it breaks off. Because apparently that makes you better at this game. If you
Yeah,
run
that's
in
my
circles.
mouse.
Yeah, please break it. No, I don't get the clicks per minute. Like, I understand it as a sort of metric in a RTS, where,
No, it's really just there to soothe your brain.
yeah, well, obviously the sound of random clicking makes me feel better. But
Well, you feel like you're still doing something even though your characters are walking somewhere. You feel that maybe making the minor adjustments in your brain, it makes sense that you're continuing to actually take an active participatory role in something that
no, but that's
really
my thing.
you're
It's
just not
considered like
doing.
a metric of performance as well. Like, some people will assume that if you're
That's the same idiots that believe an ELO rating actually is
oh, is
appropriate for team
Ignite
sports.
does not get him. He manages. Yes, but those idiots are a size. Well, there's a lot of idiots that make up everything, but those particular idiots are a sizable portion of the
So if an
viewer
idiot,
base of a lot of this stuff.
so if
and
an
it
idiot
bugs me.
believes that something is
If an
to be
idiot,
true, then I have to believe it, even though they're an idiot.
no, but you have to acknowledge that that's a problem.
I have to acknowledge that idiocy is a problem, and one day they'll work out a cure.
No, they won't. That's my point. Those are the same people. Those are the same people that post like kill streaks of their Call of Duty stuff on YouTube. Those are those same people.
Excuse me, that's my constituents.
No, I really hope not.
Technically,
I don't even know. Never mind.
I just wanted
anyway,
to hear you do the voice. I was baiting you.
Yeah, I know you were. You're jelly because you have to stick rolls of quarters in your mouth to sound like me. Which is actually not a good thing. Back to Jesse Ventura because I don't want to talk about this anymore.
That took almost no effort to get a whole lot of self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Seriously, you guys, back to the show. That's enough already.
Funny story. Coco Wheat actually hates that voice. It reminds him of his childhood.
Funny
True story.
story. The name Cocoa Wheats making me want cereal.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. We're
There's
pushing
a
this turret
major
here. They're going to get the
power
turret.
push.
They're going to get Kog'Maw. They're going to get a Nobel Peace Prize. They're going to get everything up in here. This is
You get
bad.
a peace prize for mass destruction?
Yeah, if it's in a video game and not in IRL.
Yeah.
In IRL doesn't make sense. That's stupid.
What if it was in that Columbine video game?
Oh, let's please not talk about I don't want to get, like, arrested for, like, hate speech. But if there was a
thing.
game...
No, it's
for
a
that?
game.
Oh, my God.
It's a
really?
game. It's like an 8-bit Nintendo game, and they spliced in like actual scanned photos
Oh, God.
of like outside of the school after
Oh,
the
God.
disaster, all the major press release photos and stuff.
Oh.
They put into some sad song, but you have to go through the school as these kids, and like you get money for blowing up computers and shooting teachers and the classmates,
wow.
and you carry it through step by step. I actually just found this out the other day and
Oh, man.
saw some screenshots, and I thought this is
Like
horrible.
an NES game? Or like...
It was a PC release, but it was in that old 8-bit
Oh,
style.
it was... Okay. It was, I assume it was a...
There's actually a video out there of like the top 5 most controversial, disturbing games. There was an old Atari game that was Custer, naked Custer, sticking it to a naked Indian woman while he's dodging arrows. It was
that's
pretty
kind of
cool.
awesome.
It was definitely interesting. There's a
Suwana here is going to get a nice kill for the team.
Look at that.
Yep. Katrina finishes it off. This is not going well for blue team at this point. They are up in team kills, but they are underperforming.
Get to hear that a lot.
Yeah.
If they weren't too busy playing video games anyway.
It's true. Suwana is definitely carrying their team. Pantheon is not able to carry blue team or purple team very effectively, which is unfortunate for them. But fortunate for you viewers, because it makes it very interesting when people get mad. They start typing very things. And
Like
speaking
Victor.
speaking grammars not welly and stuff.
Hey, look,
like
now
this.
it's 19 and 17.
I swear I did not say that. I swear I said 8 and 9 or something like that.
No.
I don't
You
buy
have
it.
a drinking problem.
What? No, I don't.
Well, that's...
See, right there was why you don't lock your camera on.
Yep.
If he hadn't had to unlock it and move it, he would have got that kill. I understand the like team-based reason for Cat is gonna get this kill, and there goes Coco Wheat. Unfortunately, he's gonna try to help his team out, but he does manage to help his team out just barely. I understand
and they
some
might
of the
even break out
reasons
that
for
last
a
kill.
fixed
There we
camera.
go.
Yeah, exactly. At least they're finally coming out ahead in the team fight for once. I understand some of the tactical reasons behind it, but at the same time, there's so many times when you want it unlocked. Sometimes I actually hold spacebar. Like if I'm in a team fight and I can't find myself, you just slap the spacebar and it brings it right back to you. That's what I tend to use.
Yeah.
Because for instance, Kog'Maw, his ulti, the range is off of your screen. Like if you're centered on your character, you can't actually see the full range. I play Ziggs occasionally, same problem. His ulti extends, a third of the map. So if you want to actually land it, or see where you're shooting it, or be able to target somewhere off of your screen, you need to be able to move your camera or move yourself there, which then defeats the purpose of having a longer range on your ulti. So I like to utilize a spacebar and have my camera unlocked, and it kind of gives me the flexibility when I need it, but I just don't see the point. I like being able to move my camera. There's so many little reasons why I like it. I've tried playing it this way, and it feels so tunnel vision-y. I feel like I just have to stare at the minimap to find out anything, and it doesn't tell me enough. And I feel like I don't know what's going on.
There's some people that play very well that way, and I just don't think those people tend to have as extensive a background in a lot of the older RTSs.
That's true.
Or to me, it's absolutely foreign to have my screen locked. There are some people that their second nature is to read that mini-map, and the less they've got to focus on where their screen is centered over their player, the better off they are.
It's very true.
So it's just that odd different play style. I appreciate that they put both of those options in, but at the same time, because it's not an option I care about, I'd be okay without screen lock.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it out and put something else cool on that
It's
button.
definitely player preference. If you have a melee or a character that doesn't have anything with a long range, you don't have that actual technical issue of not being able to target something off camera.
I'm not
You
going to
can
lie,
always-
I've died by bumping my mouse and losing my character before I could slap spacebar too, so...
Well, yeah, it's true. There's going to get the kill on Cat, but not the kill. Oh, no, they didn't get it. Now they got it. And they're going to get the Taric kill. Nope, he's going to heal. And now he's going to stun and get away. He's very annoying that way. Lux is going to come down and try and get the snare. I don't think she's going to do it, though. Nope, she's just going to give up. That's kind of funny. Now we're going to get a cleaver here for Kog'Maw. Back to the game. Sorry, folks, about that. I got kind of mad. 25 and 21 would be the numbers that we're at here. So, Kog'Maw's got 2 kills and 6 deaths, which isn't good. That's not good. And, yeah. So, it's not looking terribly great for Purple Team, but at the same time, they are up.
It's still a lot of back and forth right now.
There is. It's a lot of exchanging punches kind of thing, which happens a lot in these PvP matches. Oftentimes, just generally speaking, your team's going to be very even in skill level, and it's really more about stuff like awareness and ganks that are really going to end up tipping the table in favor of one team or the other team.
Right, it allows you to capitalize a little bit more on those punches that you're trading off, which is usually
And here you
pretty
can see the
important.
team.
If you can get a hook off a jab, then you're doing great.
Here you can see the team attempting to deal with Suwana, who's just kind of raffle stomping the entire team. It's rather sad. And there they finally get a kill on her, which was very necessary. Pantheon barely makes it out alive. Victor is going to get a kill on Cat, but Misfortune is going to kill on Xin, and a kill on Pantheon, and now a kill on Victor as well. That definitely does not help the team. They just, instead of retreating after they won that little battle with Suwana, they decided to just come back and take it in the face. which I don't understand because blue is retreating as well. They were back in the river. You don't do that. You don't just like, you don't initiate another team fight. Oh my God, shut
Shock
up,
can
Zing.
do more. If you
God.
die, you still kill them. It's true, though.
Well, he
Wonder
did.
what he'd say back.
Yeah, not even worth it. It's not worth it. I don't know. Yeah,
Sometimes that's the most fun and self-appeasing thing to do in a game is just to ignore. I love it when people get on my case for something, even if it's their fault. They just sit there, and then they taunt you more and more and more and keep getting distracted from their own gameplay because they just want to get a response out of you.
it does happen. League of Legends is not known for its friendly family community.
Despite the fact that you can award somebody friendly honors.
It's very true, and here Cog is going to get team ganked right here.
Yeah.
But he should get the kill on Misfortune. Pop! And there you
that
go.
was a nice aim there.
It was close. She almost managed to juke him. That always bugs me when they're just almost dead and you literally just have to be next to them and they turn left and you turn right and you're just like, why me? Why me? Which is why I don't play Kog'Maw. I'm not good at him. He's too squishy. He's too squishy. He's got no... he's got a little bit of team assistance stuff, but he's got no escapability personally. He has a slow, but, you know, you gotta walk through it. It leaves it up to... It leaves whether or not you live or die up to the skill of the opposing person or team. And I don't like that. I like to have the control of my fate in my hands, which is one of the reasons I always use Flash when I play 5v5. Because...
Speed burst.
Yeah. I don't like Ghost. Because if you get
you said flash. I'm sorry.
Yes. If you get a clutch flash, like let's say somebody is sending, I don't know, a Talric stun hammer towards you. It has travel time. You can actually see it flying through the air. And you pop flash, you can flash out of range of him being able to get to you before the hammer hits you. So you'll still take the stun, but you've now moved your position before you actually took it. Whereas a ghost wouldn't have helped you. You just would have got hit 3 feet further away than you did get hit. And he's still going to catch you.
Yeah, ghost is usually way more
can't-
helpful for escape early game before the alties start coming out to play.
You can also flash, over tree lines and stuff like that. So that's why I enjoy using it. I like to have more control over what happens to me.
And Coco Eat's getting ganked.
So much ganking.
Done.
So much ganking.
Not even hardly worth talking about.
Oh, man. This is not good. Suana is just carrying the enemy team. They've evened it out to a 2-point or 2-kill deficit for blue team, which is not good at all for the purple team. Kog'Maw, who is a very powerful ADC, is currently way behind in KD.
Holy crap, they did.
What? They
I have to
nerfed Giant
rethink
Spell.
my whole life.
That is
That's
ridiculous.
that was my bread and butter. It was 400. 400.
Oh, well, it's only 20 health. It's not too bad. No, it's always been 1,000.
It was 1,000.
Yep.
Played the other day at 1,400 health. Now I'm really gonna have to rely on all my extra rune health to make up that difference.
I don't like pure health builds.
No, you gotta know how to use your health and armor
Unless you
properly.
stack it up. Like, if you stack it up to a ridiculous point, everybody's going to see you coming in and just ignore you. But when in that kind of mid-range, I like having some health. I just don't like particularly stacking it all that much.
No, it's nice to get
Because it
enough
makes you
health
just
to...
a punching bag.
Yeah,
is it.
well, depending on the character you're playing, you want to be able to take just a couple more hits than everybody else, because that's either going to get them out of that sticky situation or keep all of you in the game for a kill. You don't want to stack so much that everybody leaves you alone, but you want to stack just enough to be able to take full advantage of the armor that you've got built up, or be able to stay in the game long enough for your attacks to be able to do damage
Yeah,
too.
I prefer armor and magic resist. I obviously build health
Mm.
as a tank. Some tanks more than others, depending on the way their passives and their defensive abilities work.
Mm.
But I do not stack ridiculous amounts of it. It just makes you too much of a obvious person to leave alone.
Yep.
Whereas armor and resist, you actually have to pay attention. They have to actually inspect you and go, holy crap, this guy's got 250 armor resistance. We're going to leave him alone. Especially if you're playing a toon character.
Looks like Zen's getting ready to get out of the game.
Oh, boy.
I love chat.
If you're playing a character that is not necessarily a tank build, like Garen, for instance, not necessarily a tank build. A lot of people play him as an AD.
Mm.
Cho, people play him as an AP.
Which is stupid.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
it
actually
is.
very good.
No,
if you're
it's
good, you have
very
to be good
stupid.
though.
It's one of those things where it's a nice AP build if you build your tank items right, if you lay the right foundation.
Nice kill. That was beautiful, Mr. Cocoa Wheat, sir. And so yeah, he's now at 5-9. He's got a Giant's belt, which is going to help him with some survivability. Now that wasn't Cho is not a great example, but Garen is.
Yeah, much
Kale
more so anyway.
is also another great example
Mm.
of tunes that can be built and are popular as other builds. Obviously, there are most tanks you can build as other things, but some are more popular than others. But that generally throws people off. If people see you show up to a fight as Rammus and they're not paying attention and you don't have 3k health, they may not realize or assume that you are a tank instead of an AP or vice versa, especially if you're doing something like a hybrid build, starting off early with one thing and kind of shifting to another focus later on in the game. Stuff like that. It's a little bit more of a mind kind of thing than anything else. It's what?
We need to put this one on YouTube now.
Yeah, this is what do you think, Glebius? I don't know.
I'm just
Maybe the conversation between you two on this one was pretty good.
Oh,
well, because I brought my friend to the party.
his friend Jack Daniels, or no,
My
wait.
juice box.
Juice box.
It's actually my friend Canadian Club tonight.
Oh, it's the white trashiest drink ever.
No, that's not true. That's Black
That's
Velvet.
not true. No, that's PBR.
No, that's not true. That's
Yes.
just stigmatized.
No, it is true.
When was the last time you had a cool, refreshing PBR?
It lost in taste test to Miller Lite.
No, it
So,
did not.
Yes, it did.
Nope. I
Yep.
refuse to believe that.
I can tell you that. I read.
Well, then those are people that had no taste, but they're probably beer drinkers like you.
Shut up.
Any beer drinker that prefers
fat.
Miller Lite to a PBR is one of those people that embarrasses beer drinkers around the world. Not that there's hardly any difference between a PBR and a Miller Lite.
Well, that's why I don't understand your argument.
PBR is cheaper than Miller Lite.
That's
which
why.
is they taste
Okay,
slightly better
Red
and
Dog.
are cheaper.
White trash drink.
Like Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
That's amped up
Right.
schnapps. It's fortified schnapps.
Right? Yeah.
It's liquid candy with extra candy. It's phenomenal. Put a straw in that and just go to
Hate
town.
you so much. Anyway, back to the game. Another team
What?
fight.
Oh crap, there is a game still going.
Yes, there is. Turns out
38 minutes of
blue
pure
team again.
blah.
Oh, nice kill by Lux there, but she's gonna take a little bit of Gangplank's ulti in the face, and Gangplank's gonna come finish her off and finish off Victor as well.
Fairly even game. Purple team looking to take just that little bit of an edge and maybe spawn a couple of super minions. Hopefully that pushes them over if they can get that coordinated.
Yeah, it's possible, not necessarily likely.
They made an honest effort at the push. They just got pushed back a little hard as well.
As we can see here, Kog'Maw is actually taking an AD build instead of a attack speed build, which is kind of interesting. I don't really see that too often. I find that it works okay with lifesteal, but then again, so does attack speed. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Here we get a nice fat minion wave. Yo.
Harvest up.
Yep, gotta get them golds. Gotta get them golds back.
I like that you immediately tried to not sound racist
What?
by putting it into a jingle.
Well, what?
Let's try
I'm
not
so-
to
I'm so
disparage ethnicities
I'm so lost.
with your ghetto-y slang.
Back me up on this, YouTube. That wasn't anything personal. It
Well, they
was
don't know
actually
you
a Darnell.
personally.
It was a Darnell reference.
Sure,
so-
there we go. Let's go ahead and take aggro from
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
that people actually like.
Gotta get my flag back.
Now, had you done
See?
it like that, I would have
Right?
found it simply amusing instead of
It's
very
funny
cover-uppy.
though
Oh,
because
Coco Wheat in trouble
wow,
and gone.
just waffle stomped by a very, very, very built Misfortune right
Zin
there.
didn't warn you to get back that time. Well, maybe he did.
I saw a signal to be careful. I didn't see where that signal went.
Yeah, I didn't really
specifically.
care.
Misfortune, as you can see here, is very fed with 250 attack damage, an Infinity Edge, as well as some other assorted OP stuffs. Cog is finally going to build some lifesteal, and he's going to... Yeah.
Kog'Maw's a little ragey.
I don't particularly
I think
blame
it's
him.
the wasabi peas.
Mm.
Oh, they sort of hurt if you pop a lot.
That horseradish really gets in there.
Yeah, it's very true.
Those are the good Trader Joe's wasabi peas. If you're gonna buy them, don't buy the cheap ones.
Next week on NerdCast LOL, Gore Vidal visits our studio, and we talk about food.
Yes, we'd like to thank you all for coming out today.
This is not NPR. Please stop. Please, if you whisper into that microphone one more
time is now.
Stop it. Please stop.
10
The world
after
doesn't
10.
need any more NPRs.
And
Really doesn't.
got some great things coming up on today's show for you all.
If anybody has never listened to a NPR broadcast, please do so, and then promptly gouge out your eardrums, and throw them in the trash bin. 'Cause-
Kog'Maw, type "I'm a rebel" with a bunch of exclamation points.
Please don't direct traffic in our game.
No, I can do that. Oh, oi!
Oh.
That was also good.
actually better.
That was also good.
Oh, that was a nice
I was
cat
thinking
hit right there.
potentially Leroy Jenkins
Mm.
as well.
That would
would've
also
worked.
work. But Katrina is going to finish off Lux here. A clutch slow, but it's not actually going to save her. Although Coco will get the Katrina kill.
That was
possibly.
an epic death fall.
That was a Guardian Spirit right there. And
Guardian
she's going to show
Angel
back up.
for the win.
Oh man.
Ow.
Uh-oh. Oh, and he gets the revenge kill.
That was fantastic.
So sweet. So sweet. So yes, as you can see, teamwork is slightly lacking in this match. And in spite of the fact that the teams are very even in team kills as well as gearing and farming, seems to be a lot of losing going on the purple side. I get that vibe. There's a lot of inner strife in the party.
And they
Nobody
have
cares
made a
about
couple of
turrets.
semi-successful incursions into that base. The only problem is that they're not able to keep that progress that they make. It's more making those little random punches through the wall, and every now and then something gets through, but for the most part it just gets plastered
all of
back up.
Blue's turrets are down, if I'm reading the minimap correctly, which is good. It's definitely turret progress over the blue team, who's definitely behind. The problem is that doesn't necessarily win the game. If you push hard enough and well enough, you could minion wave it to death. But it's much easier and faster to simply just win a freaking team fight in mid. Cough, cough. That's better.
And it looks like
Now we
there
should
is
get
a
some-
concentrated effort on
And now we
that
should get some
side.
interesting...
It should be interesting to note that even though we are watching the Kog'Maw play locally here. We are impartial casters.
Yeah, that's very true. Kog'Maw's going to get a nice team kill there.
I would not
Lux actually steals the double kill.
at all be tweeting the other team his plans.
It's very true. And the purple team finally makes a successful bid at team victory with a nice ace, only losing 2 of their own in the process.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to them. Hopefully they'll be able to push well into the blue base and make some progress. Get the inhibitor down. Maybe get some minions up to the towers.
Now, if they could take 1 or hell, maybe even 2 of those inhibitors down, spawn a whole batch of baby super minions.
It's very true. The enemy Katrina is at 23 and 12, which is definitely not
ridiculous.
good for them. She is well built, although she did pick up a Guardian Angel, which I find to be an interesting build for an AP. I don't generally pick
I
one
didn't
up.
notice it helped her wipe the floor with the Kog'Maw.
She is a melee, so that may be the reason for that build. As you can see, both inner towers are down. Minions are up at the Nexus, which is the name of that thing. Kog'Maw misses his
big
buy.
giant thing with that Aladdin gem in the middle
This
of it.
is probably going to Aladdin gem, but it looks like the blue team is able to repel the incursion by the purple team. Although they made a serious dent in the Nexus. As you can see, it's at half health.
Well, that's a harsh thing when you win a team fight and send everybody packing and then have an easy run into the base. By the time you're in there and actually start being effective, everybody reses and you have a solid push against you right away. So it sucks, but it's what happens.
It's progress, because now if they win another team fight, it's GG at that point.
Mhm.
And we know all about GG over here at the GG Brothers Radio Hour.
Breaded Cat Productions.
I like GG Incorporated.
No.
Jink. No.
No.
Bread Cat Productions is fine with me, actually. But yeah. Cog is going to come over here and see if Dragon is up. It does not appear to be up.
I just wish he would go kill some more people. He's only got 7 kills.
Such harassment on the part of Kog'Maw, although I actually tend to agree with you.
Hey, look, if you add up his kills and his deaths, it equals his assists.
That is some nerdy math there.
No,
Nerdmaster.
7 plus 13 is 20. It's not nerdy. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, but the way you're saying it makes it sound like you have a boner right now. And anyone who
doesn't?
spells out...
Wait a minute. Wait.
Wait.
Who doesn't?
Anybody who gets a boner during addition is a nerd. Right? Right, Internet?
What if I didn't get it during the addition, but just kind of had it?
If you presently were... if it was a pre-existing boner, that does not necessarily quantify.
I'm only
Although
at
you
3
should
hours, and the medication tells me wait till 4 to call the doctor.
Well, see, if it's medically induced, that's different. But if you
Well, I
had
just-
a pre-existing boner,
I read the
and it didn't
medication.
go
I didn't
away.
take it.
if it didn't go away during the math, then you may still be a nerd. You just may not be at quite the feet-in level of nerd that you could be.
7 plus 13 is 20. I'm going to sum so hard.
It was so bad. Why is that? Can I edit that out? Is that possible? No, it's not.
No.
You're welcome, Internet. He's gonna sum so hard. And this looks like it may be a GG right here. I don't care if you need to go, Zin. I really don't. Neither does the rest of the world. Nobody cares.
I think he just doesn't know how to spell what he's saying.
It's possible.
Because he's had to go, and then he had to Georgia for a while.
Yeah.
And then he had to go again.
Yeah, does he have to go to Georgia? Is that the confusion here?
This is bathroom in Georgia.
Well, he also needed to go to GA, which doesn't necessarily have to mean Georgia.
There's
It
this
could
big
also
push,
mean...
everybody. It's been fun seeing everyone.
Here comes the rest of the team. Kog'Maw's
Oh,
going to
look at that.
annihilated. He's going to try and get Sunni with the... Oh, nice kill on Sunni. However, they were not able to put any more pressure on the Nexus, and it is currently in the process of regenerating its health, which I did not know it did.
Yes.
Wow, Victor, with a little bit of damage there on the on the misfortune, I'm guessing. Cat?
That is a
Cat. He's going to get the kill on
And
Cat,
he-
but
Not.
Oh,
that was very, very close. Very close.
Very.
He wasn't paying attention to that Guardian's Angel either.
Oh, that was... whew. That could have gone very badly. Hopefully, Kog'Maw will pick up a Phantom Dancer at this point, which would probably be the smartest thing for his build.
I prefer it if you don't direct traffic in the games.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying
Mm.
my life would be happier if that's what he chose.
Yes, Miss Daisy.
But unfortunately, it does not appear to be the case.
We can sure hit the Walgreens, Miss Daisy.
I feel like that's a race
And
thing.
later I'm going to fly F-16s all over Iraq in Iron Eagle. Because I'm Lou Gossett Jr.
Lou Gossett Jr., huh? That is a reference that is...
You want racist. His name was Jappy Sinclair. And he was a black guy.
Jappy?
Jappy Sinclair.
That's... I can't
love
say that
all the
word.
movies
You
in
can't say
that
that
era.
word on the internet.
You can. I love all the movies in that era. It's like Short Circuit where they spray tan painted a white guy and made him talk with a really fake bad Indian accent.
Yeah, which was a great movie. Well, actually not in spite, because of stuff like that.
It was because of stuff like
They
that.
just didn't care.
Let's face it.
They just didn't care. They gave zero amounts of shits. And I
Okay.
like when people give zero amounts of shits.
Do you think maybe it's because of Short Circuit that we have all of our jobs outsourced there now? They were like, you guys couldn't hire an Indian to do Indian work, so we're just going to hire a bunch of Indians to do your work.
our job! They took our job!
What?
Is that what
took
happened?
our jobs.
They took it. Okay, don't. No. That's where I draw the line.
A poo?
Oh,
A poo is where
Suwana.
you draw the line.
A poo? A boo,
From the
you
Quickie
mean.
Mart.
A boo.
No, it's a poo.
No, it's a boo.
It's not a boo. A boo is a freaking monkey in Aladdin.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well,
A
I get
poo
my,
runs a Quickie Mart.
I get my references.
They all sound the same.
And there you go. That is a GG. So,
Thank you for listening to this politically incorrect
episode of NerdCast LOL.